Yo guys, it's your boy Chakage and I'm here with another video. Now guys, I was literally about to do what if Goku was locked in a time chamber and was betrayed, but I was like, I'm gonna say that for another time because that's gonna be my final part, and I'm gonna just do this right here. Now guys, we are at 566 or going up. I just hit my YouTube channel and I think it went up more, but I'm very happy that we're going up to 600, man. Y'all need to create that right now. But so I'm gonna make this a early 600. No, I'll make this a 500 and early 600 special because I'm really happy right now, and I just wanted this idea. What if Goku was God's successor? But I was about to do what if God granted Deku a blessing, or what if Deku prayed to God about a power? But this seemed more interesting, a lot more interesting. What if he was God's successor? Now, Deku will be overpowered, and being as powerful, he won't be cocky. Now, I hope I about to say the opposite, like he'll be very cocky, but no. He's a successor of God. He's pure. But yeah, so he's not going to be cocky like some people think. He's going to be pure light. He's going to be pure light. Not pure light, I'm just saying. Deku will have multiple powers due to him being God's successor. And it's like God's the king, right? Deku is the prince. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be like. So I hope everybody is having a good day. I'm gonna rule something for y'all right now. School is tomorrow. I just want y'all to I bet. But yeah, so school is tomorrow. So I won't be able to do a what if tomorrow, but I will gladly do a what if soon. Probably on Wednesday. So further ado, let's forget all that. I need y'all to push that like button. Push that motherfucking like button, man. Subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. Phew. So, when Deku was informed that he was quirkless, his world just broke down. Being able to not have a quirk, that's life. Before there was quirks, it was simple humans, regular life, and just work and life, and just things of like the circle of life and just living normal. And now since quirks came in, quirks has been the attention of the world. Quirks is now known as a normal life. There are heroes, villains, vigilantes, anti-heroes. It can go on and on. Now, wanting to be a hero, Deku life broke down, or known as Izuku Midoriya life broke down. Still believe he can be a hero. He strived and he just wanted to be a hero. That's his most important goal of his life. That's his life mission. That's what I'm trying to say. Deku's life has not been going well, though. His life functioning has been going well. He has been bullied by his former best friend, Bakugo Katsuki, as he still calls him Kachan. And it's like everywhere he goes, Bakugo goes, no matter what. Through kindergarten to first grade to middle school and to on and on. To elementary and to middle school, on and on. It's like everywhere he goes, he follows him. And it's like every time he is with them, his life gets worse and worse and worse. Now, during the years of aging, y'all know depression, anti-socialism, he can go on and on, suicide. So for anybody that has that type of stuff, I want y'all to just think about people that really cares about you, and y'all can go on in life. Y'all remember, if suffer now, enjoy life later. Now let's go on to the thing. Now, Deku, he's been bullied. Like, he's been tormented. Not tormented, but yeah, tormented, bullied. He's been in agony. He's depressed. He doesn't have no friends at all. He's antisocial. That doesn't mean he can't talk or anything. He's not mute. He just doesn't have any friends. So due to him making him nervous of talking to people. Now, being quirkless, he's defenseless. Like, absolutely defenseless. He can't fend from quirk attacks at all because he doesn't have a quirk. Now, During these times of his life, it's been really hard, but he keep pushing on with willpower. That's really the only thing that's keeping him alive and keep going on. Also, his mother, so that's not the only thing. But yeah, his mother say he can become a great hero, and it's his pure willpower to keep going on. Wanting to become a hero. Now, on the last day of middle school, Deku was, I should say, pointed out. Let me get out of the way. So, when the teacher said, I Deku, you to become a hero too, and also go to UA, as everybody laughed in the whole entire class, but one was furious. Bakugo, his former best friend, as then he got up and sat on and had stand on the desk and bullied him, talking about, "You can't be a hero. You're quirkless, Deku. You're useless. Just get over being a hero and live a normal life." Or, as he whispered in his ear as he went to his desk, jump off the school building. They'll take a swan dive off the building and pray that you have a quirk in the next life. As they started laughing, go back to his seat, as nobody knew what he was talking about. Like, nobody knew what he was talking about. But yeah, so as this is going on, Deku head went down and he was pure, like, he just went off the earth, as you can say. As everybody went on, Deku was writing something in his book, not noticing that everybody left. But it was 3 people in the room: Bakugo and his 2 so-called friends, which was afraid of him, so they act like he was his friend. But yeah, so as he stayed in the room, he noticed Deku as Zuko Midoriya. He said, "Deku, what are you doing?" As then he starts to look at what he was doing, and it says hero for information. And guys, that's not what it said inside the canon, but I forgot, so I'm putting hero information. As he grabs the book, as he took away from, and he says, "Defenseless Izuku. You can't come a hero. Just face it. You don't have any quirk. You will be, at least you can be cannon fodder." As he exploded the book and threw it outside the school window, and says, "Quit trying to be a hero. You can't. If I see how you wear, you're done. Absolutely done. You will die. You want me to kill you?" As then he starts laughing, as one of his so-called friends, Bakugo friend, said, I thought you would at least put up a fight. You really are a Deku." As then they just went out, wanting to hit Bakugo as hard as he can. He couldn't, because he knew afterwards he'll get a beating of his life. Now, so he went downstairs, grabbed his book, and said, "You can't go around telling people to die. That's not hero-like. Why are you even a hero? You don't have a heart of a hero. Why are you trying to be a hero? You don't have a heart of a hero." He's thinking. And now, as alright, let's go. Let's do it that. So as he's walking towards a shortcut, he wanted to get home faster. He heard noises in the sewer, but didn't mind it for a while, as something popped up sluggish, with a mouth and 2 big eyes and a body that's not physical. It's not even a body at all, you can say. As he said, "You will be a great puppet for me to survive and get away from that damn All Might." As then he says, "Now give me your body." No homo. Now, this is when he launched that Deku, taking over his body within pure minutes, before All Might came and swooped him up and carried him in and carried him to safety, defeating the sludge villain, making his body scatter and picking up the sludge villain parts. He would start to try to wake up Deku, as he woke up surprised and shocked to see All Might right in front of his face. As he saw All Might right in front of his face, he asked for his autograph. As he went towards his book, and he saw his autograph already in there, as he says, "Wow!" within his mind, not wanting to shock All Might. And then as All Might says, "Now goodbye, young man," as then he launched towards the air, flying, or you could say gliding. He can feel a little weight on him, so he looked down to see what it was, and he saw the person he just saved. In shock, he put him down and says, "What are you doing? Get off. You know that you can die, right?" And this is when Izuku says, and Fear, I know I can die. What would I get off in mere air? As in, All Might just stopped and thought about it for a second. Says, "Oh, you're right." As he then flew to his closest building, and then he said, "Why try to do that dangerous stunt, young man?" He says, "I want to ask you a very important question, a serious question that can change my life." As then All Might wanted to hear this, he said, "My name is Izuki Midoriya, and I'm quirkless. I wanted to ask you a question, being, can a quirkless hero, can a quirkless person become a hero?" As then this shocked All Might, he says, "Damn it, I don't want to crush this man's dream. But guys, remembering the danger he went through his life of trying to become a hero, all that went through his mind, he says, I'm sorry, I'm Midoriya, but you can't become a hero. But there are many jobs that includes being a hero or working beside heroes. You come out a fighter, you can become a police, an investigator. You can try to do something that can help or include in being could have been a hero." Now, hearing this, he stopped for a minute. Like the whole world has stopped and it keeps spinning. As then he says, "Okay, All Might." As then All Might says, "I'm very sorry." As then he, what you call it, guys? As then he just buffed down. Well, guys, I actually meant to say that earlier, but yeah. So let's forget about that. So say that he was buffed down earlier. As he said, "Okay, All Might." As then he buffed up back again, and yeah, he buffed up back again, and went towards the police station. Now, guys, in this one, the sludge venom did not drop because I want to do something else. So as he goes home saddened, he's giving off this aura that's sad. Like everybody just looks at him, fitting that aura. It's not a real aura, guys. I'm just saying, it's like he gave off that type of vibe. Yeah, he gave off type of sad vibe. Then as he gets home, he greets his mother and says, I'm gonna go to my room. As he says in a sad voice, Inko wondering what's happening. She doesn't go up to the room and bother him, knowing that he's sad. She shouldn't go up there and talk about it, but that's what she should do. But yeah. So Deku drifts off to sleep, thinking about what All Might said. And then he wakes up, but not in his room, but in a white room. Now, it's like the light is radiating everywhere. It's endless. As in a bright light shines as Deku covers his eyes and see this man. Now, to be honest, I don't think anybody knows how God looks like. So, just use your imagination. So, this man that's really radiating pure light off his body, it stops and you can see just a man. Just use your imagination. Who y'all think I look like doesn't really matter. And he says, I'm very sorry for your events of your life, young man. As he says, who are you? It says, so guys, I learned that while I was reading my Bible, I learned that God is like meant to be named Manuel. So I don't really know. I read in the Bible though. That's what God meant, like me, or something like that. Is me my Manuel. So I'm going to use that. I don't know if it's his name, but I hope I understand. My name is Emmanuel, as you can say, but everybody knows me as God. As then he's shocked as he bows down on his knees in Japanese style. He says, I'm very, 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 very sorry, God. I'm sorry for not bowing in your presence. As then God laughs, talking about, haha, it's okay, young man. But I'm very sorry as well. He says, as Izuku says, what do you mean? Well, I watched your life for a while, seeing it was complete disaster. Having your hero say that you can't be a hero, that's very sad. And your best friend turning on you. I should have did something sooner. As he says, no. As Izuku says that, he says, no, it's okay. It's okay. I still have the willpower to keep going on, but I don't think I will become a hero. I think I'll just follow all might suffice. As then, God says, no, you will not. As he says, what do you mean, God? He says, well, to be completely, or to make you understand more, you will be my successor. As then, Izuku says, wait, why? And why me? Everybody in the world is almost 7 point something billion. Why me? As he said, you have a heart of a hero. That's not only why, you have one of the most purest heart in the whole entire universe. So I think that this power goes to you, or how do you put it? As then, Izuku starts to cry and cry, like he made a flood of his tears. As then he says, don't cry now, but you have to earn it. Seeing how you've been to earn it, what I mean by that, you have to train. You can't just get the power over break your body. As he says, what? As he says, yes, your body will literally destroy itself, ending some of my power. Now, you will not only train your mind, you have to not only train your body, but your mind, being able to handle the information I'm about to give you, and history. Now, let's get on with the training, should I say. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I just scratched his back of his head. You will be training for 1,000 years. As he says, 1,000 years? He says, yeah. But good thing about it is, your mindscape, 1,000 years in here, is 9 months out there. As then he says, what? That's right when the UA exam starts. Exactly. As then he says, now, do you, young Midoriya, want to become a hero? No, matter of fact, the number one hero in the world? Or will you just stay like the pitiful person you are and not become strong? Still having to struggle within life, clinging on to a string that's about to be broken. Or will you grab my hand, look at me with determination, smile at me and say, I can do it. As then he does just that. He says, you're ready. Now, 9 months pass. This is going to be hard, but Inko took him to the hospital when he stopped waking up. Like, he just stopped waking up at 9 months. Now, for 9 months, he's been at the hospital and things like that. And safe to say, everybody heard about it and they felt regret. I mean, Bakugo, everybody. It's like he's in a coma. Well, he was in a coma. It's like, and they said there was no cure. Now, being that said, Inko contacted Mitsuri and said the exact same thing. There's no cure. He might be in a coma for the rest of his life. As then they felt that pain, they started crying, and then Mitsuri told Bakugo he starts to feel guilt, knowing that he maybe cannot, or he can't at all, say sorry to his former best friend. As then he starts to become stronger, he starts to train to be a hero for both of them. But in 9 months, something happened. The sky starts to be bright. The sun starts to brighten shinier. And it's like that day, God was born. As then it's like the heavens created a person. As then he woke up during that day. Izuku Midoriya, born anew. He wakes up. Doctors rush to his room. See him wake up. He looks around, not seeing his mother. He says, where am I? As his vision is not being fully intact with the world, he says, are you okay? What happened? Are you fine? He says, yeah, I just can't see that well. As then he starts to rub his eyes and see many doctors, and he's in the hospital on the bed. And he says, why am I in the hospital? Well, and then he starts to remember what God told him and how he was training and stuff like that. He says, oh, I was out for 9 months. He says, how do you know that? As then Izuku smiled, and it's like a bright light shining from his smile, and says, "Oh, I guessed it." Now, being that May, they called Inko immediately, and being that said, she came there fast, calling Mitsuri and telling him to come over to see how Midoriya is doing. They were at the same time. Being Bakugo rushed towards there in a hurry, knocking everybody down. You know what I'm saying? And he opened the door. First sight of seeing Bakugo, Izuku frowned, but then he remembered God's teaching. Don't be sad, just be happy. Don't discriminate. Eliminate. Fuck. Nah, I about to say eliminate. Because it sounded familiar, so I about to say that. But yeah, just be happy. Shine joy around the world and don't shine darkness. As then he smiled back up and says, "Hey, Bakugo." As then Inko and Mitsuri came in and says, "Izuku," but they noticed his shade of color of his eyes and like his eyes and hair. It became lighter, shinier. As his eyes was that as well. His eyes became more slitter, like not the inside, like not his pimple. His pupil. Pupil inside his eye. It just shinier. He radiated a type of light that they thought God gave him. As then he says, "I'm back, Mom." As he smiled, as Inko hugged him and says, "Missed you, Izuku." Now, enough of that time skip. Now, after a day, Izuku and Bakugo went to UA together, and Bakugo wanting to say something to Izuku, he says, "Yo," I was about to say nerd, says Izuku, as he looks towards him, and says, "Yeah, Bakugo." He says, "I'm sorry." I see that he bowed, creating a lot of attention, as then Izuku eyes widen, saying, "Wait, what? For what?" "For bullying you all these years, for making your life a hell." As then he said, "It's okay. But you have to earn my forgiveness. You can't just earn it right away." As he said, "Yeah, I will earn it." And he says, "Then let's go, Kachan." I think he smiled. Now, guys, I'm going to tell y'all that his powers, and that'll be it. That won't be it. We continue. Now, his power, I'm starting from the bottom, to my bottom list. It's not a lot. My bottom list to my top. Now, he has angel wings. He's telepathic. Not telepathic, but telepathically. He has healing, super speed, lie detection, able to sense if it's a lie or the truth. Super senses, super speed. I already said that. Super strength, super stamina, blessing. Now, if I know what a blessing is, he can grant blessings for a moment, like amount of time. We can grant blessings forever. Now, it's not big blessings. It's just blessing that he is able to send to God, and is to see if his if they're able to deserve it or not. That's blessing. Immortality, and nature manipulation. Now, nature manipulation, I've been wanting to add this to one of my what ifs, but I'm like, no. But I'm thinking this is a good opportunity to add it to my what if on this one. Now, the user can manipulate, tap into, blend, and or become elements. Now, that's very powerful, including air, weather, lightning, earth, stone, metal, water, ice, light, darkness, cloud, mist, magma, fire, and keep going on. He can tap into any element, and he's connected to guys. If y'all don't get it, he's connected to the earth. Basically, he feels the earth, and if he's mad, the earth changes. The weather changes. He's connected to life, basically, and he can talk to animals. That's what nature manipulation is. If I type that up, y'all can see all about nature manipulation. That's and guys, that's his power. That's his main power right there. Nature manipulation. He won't. So super stamina is it's permanent. He's still super stamina, super speed, super senses, super strength. That's permanent. And man, forget it, man, because you already know what I'm saying. But yeah, so as they get to the exam, you know, Mike tells them the robots as either interrupt this, but he doesn't say anything to Izuku or anything like that because he's been paying attention the whole time. Because I don't want to do any of that scenes anyway. And let's go to the exam of the. No, that's a written exam. Now go to the particle exam. And that's how you say particle. But y'all know what I. But damn it, y'all know what I mean. So forget about that. So Izuku at the gate of the start of the fake city, as you can call it. President Mike starts to open the gate, as then Izuku and Bakugo blitz in there with Izuku using his air manipulation. Now guys, if I say air manipulation and fire manipulation, that's basically saying tapping into it, one element of nature manipulation. That's what I'm trying to say. So as he used that to lift himself in the air and towards his direction, that's what I mean. So as he gets in front of 3 robots, he slashes them with air, able to slit clean through them, and then he jumps using one push of air. As then he starts to send fire. As then he starts to set fire to multiple robots. You know, like a super jump. It's like a super jump using with air, and then like with air he can see a lot. Not with his vision to increase his vision. Like he can see from high up in the air. So what he does is he releases fire from his palm and flame throws it to to robots. As he does this, stuff's going on. People realizing what power he has, like what excitement. Bakugo doing his thing, not minding anybody because he got to get focused on himself right now to pass to UA. Now, this being said, was an observing room, like observing the battle stand over there, the fake city, was nobody knew about. But as they seized this, Aizawa was thinking about this kid's power. Like, they could literally see him using all the elements, like the 4 great elements, but not using anything else. His sub elements, that's called sub elements. So it's like the side elements. But yeah, so I wanted to know his power. Aizawa says, Nezu, what's this kid's power? The one with the light green hair. As you know, he stands out with the light green hair. He says, his name is Zukumi Doria Quirk, nature manipulation. As none of them thinks what it's talking about, so why is he using plants or vines or something like that? Oh, as Nezu is smart, he's smart. He has an over something IQ. He says, well, as he's shocked about the power he holds, he says, well, nature manipulation is not plants or flowers. That's not what it is. Nature manipulation is able to manipulate, tap into, guys, the thing I said as he finished that description of the power, they are shocked at this man's power. The pure force. Like, what if he was a villain they thinking about? And he's like, I might realize that name. It says what, but not out loud though. He says, how did this young man get a power like that? As he only is thinking about one way, and he's thinking about all for one. But it's going to that. So as some time has passed, Nezu thinks it's time for the big 0 pointer. As he pushes the button, laughing maniacally, talking about he has come, the god of machines, stuff like that. So basically, what he does is when Izuku can feel a sense. Dangerous. It's like danger sense. He can sense a danger is coming. He can see a huge 0 pointer having a 0 sign on it. Says, this school really goes out. As then he starts to evacuate everybody, knowing that they're running. He uses air. He uses air to lift people up and take them to a faraway place. As they see, adding points to his, as to his safe, as his rescue points. Yeah, rescue points. Now, and then Izuku then holds fire within his palm and it's like it's like he every single second he releases fire, but it's not like it's bursting out or it's going out. It's like he's condensing it to a small ball. As he does this, he says Saranara. As then he bursts it. Y'all know how Issei matter of fact, yeah. So I know how Issei does it like his dragon blast with his fist. It's not like that, but instead of a punch gesture, he does it like a palm gesture as he sends his palm out towards the orb, and then major fire, like a lot of fire comes out and spreads all over the zero pointer. As then the zero pointer melts with ease. As then he floats away. I mean by Izuku. Y'all should know that. But yeah, seeing his amount of firepower, Endeavor's shocked. No, every single body is shot within a room. Him having over 400 points, with Bakugo having over 100 points. This is a history to be made here. As then you know about Bakugo. Izuku gets the letter. I don't want to do All Might's voice. I don't want to do any of that right now. So yeah. So as they walk towards the one pointer, time scale to when they arrive at UA, they walk towards the one pointer, talking about random stuff like that, and they get in. I mean, they're right by the door. They open the door and they see a class full of students. As he says, then Abakugo says, "We here, bro." As he sends his fist out to do a fist pump, he says, "Yeah, the start of our career, of our life dream, of becoming the number one hero." Boom. Now, guys, that's it for this What If. I'm glad y'all liked it. I know y'all did, because there's no way this is not going to be a banger, man. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Comment down what you like about this What If. Now, man, the only thing I got to say is, hope y'all have a wonderful day. Hope y'all day continue to be great. Hope y'all have a huge surprise coming to y'all. And I hope y'all smash my like button. Subscribe to my channel. And let's get it, man. Trip Kage out.